Hey everyone, Rowan here, dressed as Bill Cipher, not to be confused with Bill Cipher dressed as Rowan. And today, in the spirit of Halloween, I am going to be painting Bill Cipher onto this pumpkin. So I'm gonna start with a sketch to make sure everything's in the right place. Alright, so while I do this sketch, I'm going to tell you all a little story about Bill Cipher himself. So last night, my mom and I were talking about Bill Ford, specifically how Bill fumbled. And it started out as like, oh, that was like the biggest fumble of the entire millennium or whatever. And then it kept escalating. And we were like, oh, this was the biggest fumble of the entire eon. And then it just kept escalating and escalating until eventually I said, like, this is the biggest fumble in the entire lifetime of our universe. And then after that, we went to sleep. Then today, I went to get frozen yogurt at Menchie's. And as I was getting magic shell for my frozen yogurt, the dispenser for the magic shell exploded. It literally exploded, and I was wearing this shirt because I was preparing to make this video, you know? And the magic shell got all over the shirt, and I ended up having a meltdown because magic shell is notoriously difficult to wash out, and I was planning to do this video in like an hour. And then, to make matters worse, I ended up not getting any frozen yogurt because we ended up just going home. So then when we got home, my mom told me that Bill was responsible for the explosion and that we had gone too far with the Bill Ford the previous night. And then I realized that probably was true, and that since I was talking about Bill fumbling so much, obviously that made him really upset, struck a nerve even, and Bill wanted to make me fumble as revenge and be like, how's that for a fumble? So I realized that I was being like mean to Bill, and I felt bad for like going too far. But it gets even worse. You see, I eventually finally got around to like putting my outfit on to make this video, because at the time it was just the shirt, but my mom thankfully managed to fix it for me. But then as I was putting on the rest of my outfit, I was gonna put on my necklace. You know, my amber necklace that I wear pretty much all the time. I'm getting pumpkin guts on my pencil. Bill would find that funny. But anyway, you know, my amber necklace that I wear pretty much all the time, that I inherited from my great grandma. When I took my shirt off in the Menchie's bathroom because it was covered in chocolate, I also took my necklace off. And when I changed my shirt, I forgot to put my necklace back on, and it got left behind in the Menchie's bathroom. It literally came here all the way from Germany and was in the family for generations only to be left behind at a Menchie's bathroom. And I think
kind of Bill Core, right?
That's what I'm saying. I think that confirms beyond the shadow of a doubt that Bill Cipher was responsible for this entire ordeal, and that he was upset about me talking about him fumbling, and he decided to make me fumble. Anyway, I finished my sketch, so now it's time to get to the actual painting. I just remembered something very Bill Core from my childhood. So I'm gonna have to add the lashes on a separate layer, I just realized. So I will have to wait for this to dry anyway. As I was saying, before I got into painting pumpkins, I used to carve them like most people do. And when I would carve them, I would do so with my best friend, who unfortunately I don't see very often anymore, but at the time we were like inseparable, and like we would have sleepovers almost every weekend. So we always did the Halloween activities together. And we would get our pumpkins together and we would carve them together. And when we would carve them, I think I was the one who started this, we would be chanting for the pumpkin guts. Like we would be like, pumpkin guts, pumpkin guts, pumpkin guts. And we took great delight in like sticking our hands into the pumpkin and like pulling out all the pumpkin guts and getting them like all over the table, which was covered in newspaper, but still. That was like always the highlight. Like we wouldn't ask like, are you ready to carve our pumpkins for the year? We would ask like, are you ready for pumpkin guts? And I'm now realizing just now that that is incredibly Bill Core. And yeah, it's very ironic that I used to dislike Bill because I've always been so much like him. I'm gonna hold off a bit with, oopsie, I just stuck my hand in there. Alright, it does not help that I am currently struggling with depth perception because I have like a makeshift eye patch on. Like I did not expect that to touch the pumpkin just now, but let's roll with it.
This is just in.
The chilies.
This.
Oh! 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 Oh wow! It's back! Oh thank goodness! Oh thank goodness! Oh thank goodness it's back! Oh thank goodness!
Your hat.
I got so worried. I got so worried. Oh, my flashlight, I forgot about that. Let me fix that real quick. All right, now, good thing this wasn't open. I'm gonna take this bigger brush. Now, the reason I picked this specific pumpkin is because it has this really long stem, and I am going to take advantage of that really long stem in order to give Bill his signature seduction hat. There we go. All the way up to the top of the stem. Look at that hat. And I'll also try to paint in a bit of the bow, but I think I have to wait till the yellow completely dries before I can do all of it. Yeah, it's a bit too close to the yellow. It's kind of like blending a little bit. Whoops. I keep fumbling today. Coincidence? I think not. All right, let me replace this water. It looks like something Bill would drink. This like literally looks like what Bill would order at the bar. Turn out the lights. Boo! All right, let's continue. So I'm going to use this wet paper towel to sort of make the limbs a bit thinner, because he really does have those like thin noodly limbs. Let me fix his left leg. Oh man, that reminds me of Beezy, because whenever people would say which parts of the axolotl they wanted to eat, Beezy was always like, I call the left leg. It's too bad he isn't around anymore.
His tie looks like a bat.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. Oopsie, I forgot that had paint on it. Ooh. Alright, Bill, stop making me fumble. I'm trying to do this for you. I'm literally worshiping you right now. I feel like I'm applying his mascara. Ooh. Slay. Okay, let's do the pupil now. Alright. Slay. Okay, we need to add the eyelashes so that he's really slaying though, but I can't do that until the yellow paint dries. All right, it looks kind of janky, but you know, it's difficult because I'm doing this on a pumpkin. And also because I'm doing this traditionally and not digitally. If I were doing this digitally, I could like adjust the proportions. I'm not really used to the traditional painting. Anyway, I'm gonna add another coat of yellow now. That'll make him really vibrant. This is so Cipher Tawaji core. Sitting here in the dim lighting, painting Bill onto a pumpkin, or dressed like Bill. I'd say I'm dressed like Bill, not dressed as Bill, because to be dressed as Bill, I would have to have a triangle costume. This is more of a Bill-inspired outfit. I'm really looking forward to finishing the eye. Anyway, let's take this. Oh, my depth perception is off again. And let's see about connecting the leg more. Come on, depth perception. Let me close one eye. There we go. Wouldn't it be funny if this was like a Fic of Bill situation? And majority of you have read at least some of it, right? Wouldn't it be so funny if like the reason I was wearing an eye patch is because the other eye had like Bill's eye and I was like hiding that. I wish that would happen. So now I just have to wait a little bit for the paint to dry, and then I can add Bill's eyelashes and the white of his eye, and then I'll be done. Ooh, whoa, I almost spilled that water. That would have been yet another fumble. Okay, I am gonna be more careful, Bill. I'm sorry, Bill. I got carried away. I didn't mean for it to seem like we were making fun of you. It was more like a wordplay thing. Like we were trying to see, like, we were playing with like bigger and bigger amounts of time. We kind of forgot that we were talking about Bill Ford. I didn't mean to make fun of you, Bill. I'm just a little mortal who is so mortal that I find the concept of eons amusing.
Just a meat sack.
Yeah, I'm just a meat sack. And you're just a triangle trying to save me. I am literally watching paint dry. Maybe I'll do some singing while I wait. Today's just so wonderful. I feel like chuckling. Ha, ha, ha. I feel all fuzzy inside like a duckling full of tarantulas. And now that I'm here tonight, it's gonna get weird. Look at these creatures, not enough features. Cats, breathe fire, bears, string. What? I can't even sing the song without fumbling. Are you kidding me? Bill, I'm trying to sing your song. Oh, man. All right, let's try. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Okay, that one I was able to do. I'm cut from a different kind of meat, more than you can chew, hard to swallow me. Forget bored stiff, I got room mortis, scarlet mere be curiosity, how I cannot commit to reality. When my third eye's open, I like what I see, baby. I may be crazy, but I didn't lose it, no, I set it free. Okay, so I can do that without fumbling, mostly. I can't ignore what's under dance floor. Force the rhythm of my heart, a dead as disco beat, but I still move my feet. To slip out of this groove, I'm free. Now to row, row, row my boat o'er the falls, and maybe wake up from what a dream, yeah. I'm just a psycho, babe, come and go out my mind. I didn't lose it, babe, there wasn't much to find. I'm just a psycho, babe, come and go out my mind. I'm only passing through, ooh, ooh, ooh. If you knew what I knew, if you saw what I see, you'd look through illusions, delusions, and who... Yeah, okay. Alright. I do have like a... I mean, I got further than I did with It's Gonna Get Weird, but I do have a fumbling problem today. Courtesy of Bill Cipher. I'm getting impatient, so I'm just gonna try to do the paint. Alright, so I'll go over this again with black momentarily, but it needs to dry a bit first. Oh yeah, special thanks to my dad who got the necklace back while I was doing this. I'm really glad that he was able to get it back. It's difficult painting on a round, bumpy surface, especially when you hardly ever paint to begin with. Hold on, this angle needs to be a bit sharper. Can we get a sharp angle, please? Please? Oh, depth perception is off again. All right. I'm thinking something related to sharp angles. I'm pretty sure you can fill in what it is, but I do not dare say it out loud. I need lots of black around here. I'm gonna need more yellow there. Oh, okay, guess we got ourselves an eyelash already. Okay. Just gonna roll with it. And we'll make this into a lash too. And there are his luscious lashes. And I don't have to go over it with yellow, which means it's done. Oh, there goes my depth perception again. Okay. Clearly I am not nearly as good at having one eye as Bill is. I think Bill is the best at having one eye because he doesn't have just any eye. He has an all-seeing eye. In fact, he can see me right now. So Bill, I hope you're happy with this. I tried to portray your beautiful form. I don't know if I did too well, but I hope you at least appreciate the effort. Consider this both a celebration of Halloween and an apology for the things I said last night. And to all of you watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween to all of you. And remember, reality solution, universe hologram by gold. Bye.